All right, locked, tarped, loaded, locked and loaded. Let's hit the roaded. Monday morning, April 7th. We finally got, I've never really talked to you guys about this, but we finally got my power washing rig out. It's been winterized, it's been in storage. Got it out yesterday because I've got some work to do with it. But this thing, it's just gonna need some love. I couldn't quite get it all figured out, but I changed the oil in both machines, and that's my old sign, old phone number. None of that's even active anymore. I just still have it on there. I should probably air that up before we hit the road. That tire keeps going flat. But anyways, we're gonna take this up and drop it off at a power washing place a couple towns over, and that's what they do, is they work on these, they service them, they sell them, blah blah blah. So I'm just gonna say, hey man, go through these things and make it right. This one, the burner is smoking like a freight train. Typically in the past, that just means the fuel filter is clogged up or something on it. So hopefully that's the only issue on that one. And this one is getting hot, but it's under pressured. So I don't know, I'm just going to take it up to this guy and just say, man, just make these things work the way they're supposed to work. Give me a couple new guns. I might have him put a new hose on that one. That hose over there kind of in rough shape. Let's see, we're going to go down the highway, so I want to make sure those shovels will be fine. This is just my extension hose up here. So these have 100-foot hoses on them, and like you can see, like this one here, I don't know if you can see it, like right there, like the steel braiding is starting to come through. That one's kind of old. I replaced that one over there not too terribly long ago, so I'll probably have him go ahead and replace that hose and just get these things fixed up. So we're gonna go drop these off, and then we've got several dumpsters to move today. Could use my air compressor, but I'm just gonna use this thing. This thing's pretty handy. If you don't know, you can set the PSI on these things. So like, I probably want like, yeah, sure, 44. That sounds good. It'll shut off at 44. Looks like my splitter down there is leaking a little bit. That annoys me. I'll make sure to get that fixed. I try to keep everything sealed up tight in here, because last thing I want is that constantly being wet, because that's just going to rot the floor of my trailer out even quicker than it already should.
Start. How do I choose? At Shane Company, this is where the magic happens. Since 1999, experts at helping customers find the perfect attachment ring. Get you into the design process. Help you pick out the...
That was a process. All right, we got that power washer dropped off here. These guys, under pressure cleaning systems, this is what they do. They work on things under pressure, and power washers are under pressure. All right, that was just quick jog this morning. We're gonna run all the way back to town now, get the dumpster truck, and we'll do some dumpster doing. We're gonna open the food truck this weekend. I'm 99% sure we're gonna open the food truck this weekend. So I'm already in preparation for getting that done. So we're gonna try to get a lot done on the dumpster truck today. And hopefully like Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, I don't have anything to do with the dumpster truck, because I need to have those days to get ready for a food truck. All right, over the weekend, I took the old truck out. Somebody called me and wanted the dumpster. I had a couple empties up here. This one's full. We're gonna take this one to the landfill. I got it tipped up because it was wet and I wanted it to drain as much as possible. But we fired up the old truck and loaded up an empty and took it to a customer. and they filled it in a day, so that's one of the ones we're going to pick up today. Oh, and this thing already giving me trouble. Let me turn that off. $6 shrimp baskets will have me hooked. Let's see. That'll go down. Okay. My winch one's not running my winch, but it's like making my pump motor whine. Tarp still works as it's supposed to, and my up and down still works, but it's for some reason trying to run my pump now at like a low voltage. So I don't really understand that. This one's pretty heavy. I'm trying to remember what's in this one. Let's go have a look. Oh, I remember where this one was from. It does have some metal in it that I probably ought to take out, but we got a lot to do today, so I'm not gonna fart around with $20 worth of scrap metal. Not worth it. But we're gonna stop by Drew's today. He's hoping that maybe he can just reprogram this, because you have to like do a sequence of buttons to tell it what to run. And at one point I did kind of have to unhook the battery a little bit, so he's wondering if maybe that like messed up the programming. I hope. I had to unhook the battery because you remember that little breaker box that kept tripping in my last video? I replaced that, so I had to kind of disconnect. But that was on the passenger battery, and that was original to the dump hoist. That had nothing to do with all the stuff that's hooked to the driver's battery, so I don't know. Hoping it just kind of messed up the voltage, frequency, something or other. I don't really know. Yeah, I'm just hoping. Sleep like a baby. I got a lot of dumpsters to pick up this week and not a lot of dumpsters to drop off. So it's just crazy how that works. It was so busy, I couldn't keep up. I was thinking about buying more dumpsters, blah, blah, blah. And now, unless my phone starts ringing, I'm gonna have all 7 dumpsters just sitting back here in the lot. Oh, probably I'll put that down. Still got my tarp up in here. Perfect. All right, that's a pretty heavy load. I think there's a pretty slim chance of anything blowing out of there. So we're not gonna put the bungee cords on it. I got a full tank of gas, fuel, whatever you wanna call it. Man, look at that, we're in good shape. I got kind of sidetracked on what I was doing and forgot what I was doing. We just dropped this one off at the lot, and I went by Drew's and we kind of messed with the remote. I was trying to figure out why the winch wasn't working, and we couldn't really figure it out, but I was like, not a big deal because my original winch remote still works. I'll just make do with what I got for now. We'll figure it out another time when I have more time. Well, I was just unloading this dumpster and I just happened to notice that there's some bare wires here. I just tucked that one back into that zip tie, but that was disconnected there and there, and this blue one has come disconnected some way, shape, or form, or how or why, I don't know. So I FaceTimed Drew. I was like, would that have anything to do with it? And he's like, yeah, 100%. Those are the winch wires for the wireless rig. So he's like, just come back when you're in town, which we're gonna be back in that town shortly. So we're gonna run back by Drew's here in just a little bit, and hopefully we just splice those together and it just fixes my problem. All right, we dropped this one off for this church here over the weekend. Kind of a fluke deal. They called me and like, do you have one like right now? And I was like, yep. Ooh, some records. Wish I had a use for some gutters, because there's a bunch of straight pieces of gutter in here. Plastic, I think. It's not aluminum. It's like plastic guttering. Oh hush. Let's get this laid up in there. Makes a little more sense. Get that to lay down. Good enough, I guess. Hey, be quiet. Good tub. Chairs. Yep. See anything I need. Hey, no. Be quiet. Should be able to do this without moving the truck, so I'm on a nice flat surface. Bingo. Let's lock it, tarp it, and get out of here. All right, locked, tarped, loaded, locked and loaded. Let's hit the roaded. So Easter is just right around the corner. I just got that out of a dumpster. You know, half the moms in America are gonna be panicking, looking for eggs like the night before, freaking out because dollar store doesn't have any left. Like, no kidding. And I'm gonna be like, it's cool. I got a whole box of them. But I'll probably just donate them. There's all kinds of like churches and stuff, and just non-profits doing like egg hunts for kids around town. So I'll find one that needs eggs and donate a box of eggs to them. All right, we're gonna run back to Drew's again. He seems pretty confident. We probably just splice those wires back together, and I'll be back in business. I still have no idea what caused those wires to break like that. It's just, they're with a bunch of other wires. So the idea of them, oh, maybe they got caught and pulled tight and broke, wouldn't make any sense, because there's like 10 other wires with it. I don't know. We're gonna go fix it and see if it stays fixed or not. Just left Drew's. First of all, I found my sunglasses. I cleaned out all the trash on my passenger floorboard. There they were. Just left Drew's. Turns out, when my hoist lift was erected the whole way, it was just pulling that loom of wires just a little bit too tight, and sure enough, it just pulled those two wires apart. So he spliced those back together. We readjusted the anchor points, and everything works perfect. Just easy peasy, just like that. Just had to find the broken wires. Gonna drop this dumpster off and go pick up another one. Let's see, it's 12:30. Pick up another one, probably take it to the lot and drop it off, and then go pick up another one, go to landfill, and then we got to deliver it to customer, but it can't be until after 3:30. That's pretty handy. Let's go get another one. Looks like all the cows are down at the bottom. I don't see any reason to shut the gate. But there's a pallet sticking out of it. It's gonna be a gate getter for sure. Or a gate getter, a net getter. No, turn the wheel. There we go. Alrighty, let's go see what we can come up with back here. All this netting on there. See if I can climb up there. You know, it would just make this easier. And I just lower that down so I can step on it. Should be good. All right, let's go fix that again because that didn't land where I wanted it to go. Pretty close, but kind of just wanted it. You see that nail right there? See how strong I am? I just pulled that nail out. That ought to work. Get that secured up in here. Ought to be good to go. Yeah, all the cows are out there. Alrighty, I think I'll straighten my wheel up and put my truck in neutral. I'm gonna ride the brake on it though until I make contact with the dumpster. Because I am kind of backwards downhill. Alright, let's see what we got. Oh. I gotta get that wing fixed on that other side. This one's heavy. Dang it. Just stepped right in that cow patty. Yeah, this one's got some weight to it, which I kind of suspected. He usually does, this customer. He usually gets every penny's worth. Come on, baby. You're struggling. Come on, baby. Get over the hump. It gets easier once I get over that. She's a heavy one. Looks like he didn't even get it all in there. He still got trash in here. Well, winch is tired. Put her in park. Try to go down and see what I got. Still got too much weight at the back. Just a little bit. I think we got her now. Oh yeah, she's squatting down in the tire pretty good, and the wheel well. Bring her down. Oiled. Don't make no sense. Why is that hitting that? That should be down here. Surely that's never been moved though. Oh, look at that. That's the problem. I'm on this rail. That's the problem. That's part of the problem. It was probably working so hard too. I had no idea. Oh, baby, drop down in there. Come on, drop in there. Oh, don't do that. Come on. Get in there. There you go. Wrong way. Nice. Okie dokie. Let's get out of here before the cows do. I kind of got ahead of myself and went ahead and requested payment for this dumpster, but after picking it up I need to cancel the request because it's probably going to have some overweight fees. I don't have any service out here to pull it up though. He only locks the one. I feel like if something happens, it's going to be my fault though, so I lock them both. Go to the landfill. Alright, we just left the scale with that one we just picked up. It was pretty heavy. The customer ended up owing me about an additional $24. Poor little storage lot. Getting filled up again. Got 1, 2, 3 dumpsters in here now. Getting ready to set the 4th one in here. Where's my phone at? Let me just make sure all my dumpsters are accounted for. I've got 4 on hand. There's 5. We just got this green one here picked up from this company called Ride Share. Or not Ride Share. Equipment Share. It's a big equipment rental company. They had rented this dumpster from me. They have a big dumpster here that they use. And I guess it was full. And their trash company was like, yeah, we're a week out before we can come dump it. And they had a bunch of extra trash they need to get rid of. So a friend of mine just happens to work here, and he's like, hey, I know a guy that does dumpsters, and call him. So I just brought him one, and they just needed something to throw some overflow in, so that's what they did. Worked out pretty good. When I was just picking it up, I noticed their big one was freshly emptied. So they're back on track now. Run this one landfill. It's exactly 3 o'clock. It'll probably take me 20 minutes to get to the landfill, and then probably another 20 or 30 minutes back to the customer, and she said it had to be after 3:30 anyway, so actually perfect. I honestly thought earlier today, I was like, I'm gonna have some downtime. I'm gonna have to just kill some time to go there, but it all just worked out in the end. All right, just about lost some trash. So we're gonna correct this issue. Look at that. That bolt caught this. But I don't want to be the guy that's got trash falling all over the place. This one didn't weigh much. I think it was only about 1,500 pounds. She said I've been her best customer today. I don't doubt it. Other than the trash company that's here, they come through consistently. I hope you guys can see that in the camera, man. He is just playing in there. He's just trampling over all that trash with that big machine. Just packing it down. Bingo! I bet it wants me to go left out of here. Nope. Go right. I'll tell you what, since Drew fixed up my thermostat issue on this truck, because it was like underpowering my truck, my fuel economy was just gone. Like, I was burning through fuel like crazy. Today, I've been here 4 times today. Like, I don't track my miles, but I should have today. I've only used half a tank of fuel. I'd have filled up twice by now before he fixed my thermostat issue. Alright, we got that one delivered to the customer. She was like, this will probably be full tomorrow. Just let me know when you want me to come get it. I'll come pick it up. That's a wrap. It's 4:30. I've still got a 20-minute drive home. And then I got to pick my 6-year-old up from his grandma and grandpa's house and take him home and get him changed and have him to pictures by 5:30. And it's 4:30 now. I ain't gonna be home until 5. It's gonna be chaos here in the next 20 minutes. Get him to pictures at 5:30, and then he's got a soccer game at 6. So that's what we're gonna do. I'm not gonna touch the camera again after I get done talking on this clip. So appreciate you guys watching. I'll probably see you on the next one. My next video is gonna be probably all barbecue, so stay tuned for that.